What's up, fight fans? AJ here. Y'all know what I do, talk boxing. Today is no different. So let's get into it. Adrien Broner, AB. Always balling, always bullshitting, always into something. Is fighting Khabib Allahverdiev. Excuse my English with this because the man's name is so hard to pronounce. But he'll be fighting Kabib October 3rd in his hometown of Cincinnati, Ohio for the WBA regular world championship. The regular belt. Not the super, the regular. But it's still a title shot. Adrien Broner is coming off a loss to Shawn Porter. Khabib is coming off of a semi-robbery to Jesse Vargas. I watched that fight, man. And it was closer than what they thought, the judges thought that night. And watching the Kabib fight with Jesse Vargas, Kabib has a lot of good qualities, and he has those qualities that's going to shake Adrien Broner up, man. Adrien Broner, he's good for the sport. I love listening to AB. He talks his talk, he talks his shit, but at the end of the day, Adrien Broner has not lived up to the pedestal that he wants us to put him on. About billions. You're making $1 million a fight. You lose to Maidana. You say you ain't never gonna lose again. What do? Come in there against Shawn Porter and put on a bullshit hug fest. And I was watching that fight last night. They re-aired it, the Porter-Broner fight. And just watching that fight with my father was like, man, I'd rather see some Mexicans up there. No defense to the Mexicans, because at least they fight. Adrien Broner and Shawn Porter, that was so bad of a fight. It's just a shame. Like, Adrien Broner is supposed to be 10 times better than this. He was advertised as the truth. He was advertised as the next one. The problem, who's going to beat AB? The lack of discipline got his ass from 130 to 147 pounds too quick. And he's just been getting beat up by welterweights ever since. Maidana whooped his ass. When you watch that Shawn Porter fight, even though when the fight first happened, I thought Adrien Broner did pretty good. He did okay because Shawn Porter was smothering a lot of shots. But when you rewatch that fight and you pay close attention to what Shawn Porter's doing, Shawn Porter was beating the shit out of AB. He was landing so many smothered body shots. It was frustrating Adrien Broner, man. He couldn't do what he wanted to do. And when you smother Adrien Broner is no longer a problem. You solved him. And when you talk about Kabib, Kabib is that come forward type of guy. He throws them shots to the bodies. He got a good jab. He was doing it against Jesse Vargas. And he's bigger than Adrien Broner. And this is going to give problems to AB because Shawn Porter was bigger than Adrien Broner. And it gave him a lot of problems, man. And Adrien Broner talking shit to Dan Rayfield. It's crazy to me how these fighters don't want people to call out the obvious, but they want to be praised. If you want to come in the ring on some bullshit, you got to back it up. And Adrien Broner lacks that. And I love Adrien Broner. This is one of the guys that I've been watching ever since he had bitches brushing his hair in the ring. The early days. But when you're looking at him right now, he's not. He's a shadow of himself. And a lot of people thought that the Maidana fight must have got to him and everything. And it's looking like everyone knows his kryptonite. Adrien Broner knows his kryptonite. And once somebody gets in the ring with that kryptonite, Adrien Broner's defensive all night. He was running away from Shawn Porter. Round 3, he was running away from Shawn Porter. And I know he's going to come into this fight with the confidence, but because Kabib is not a well-known name, and being that the fight is in his hometown, I'm giving him that 51 to 49% lead on Kabib. Because he's going to have the wild card when it comes down to it. Because the crowd and everything Adrien Broner is going to be doing is going to get oohs and ahs, even if he ain't even landed. Because Cincinnati, that's his hometown. And the fact that Adrien Broner is even getting a title shot just boggles my mind. He doesn't deserve a title shot. He hasn't done enough to get a title shot. He's not even a disciplined 140 guy. What's going on? His last fight at 140, he missed weight with John Molina. Adrien Broner thinks he's bigger than boxing, and he's not bigger than boxing. Right now, if Adrien Broner left the game right now, nobody would miss him. Yeah, he got some antics and he does a couple funny shit here and there. But if he really left, would we miss watching Adrien Broner talent-wise? He ain't no Andre Ward. He ain't no Terrence Crawford. He's a good fighter, solid fighter, but he's trying to be so much like Floyd, all that shoulder roll defense. Maidana knocked out a lot of that shoulder roll out of him. But he still got that imitation Floyd type wannabe style that I'm not appreciating at all. Talking about Tim Bradley left his trainer. Adrien Broner should leave his trainer. He needs a trainer like John David Jackson or something like that. He needs a disciplined environment. He's around too many people, too many guys around doing nothing. You got the Rashid Warrens, you got the Robert Easter Juniors or Esters, I don't know what the fuck his last name. Robert Esther Juniors, they fighters. But a lot of the guys around Adrien Broner, they're not even fighters. They just there to be there. And he doesn't need that around him if he's going to do something in the fight game. That's historic. He's going for his 4th title in 4 divisions. But at the end of the day, he's fighting subpar competition to get it. Not saying Kabib is subpar, but Kabib hasn't done enough to be in the ring with Adrien Broner. Adrien Broner knows who he needs to be fighting. He's a former champion. He's of that caliber. He knows who he needs to be fighting. And we need to stop giving Adrien Broner any more motherfucking time to convince us with these excuses and give us these bullshit fights. He's of that quality. He needs to get disciplined. He needs to stay out of the Mayweather gym and go back to the basics. And maybe, just maybe, he'll be back to what he was. Because these guys, they get the money, they get the honey, they get fat, they fucking bitches, women, excuse me, and they forget about what got them there, man. And Adrien Broner obviously has forgotten what gotten him to where he's got. He's a fucking 135-pounder. He should be making 135 pounds. He should have took it slow, like all the other great fighters. Take your time, climb up the divisions, and do it the right way. Not bounce here, bounce there, bounce here, bounce there, wherever you can find an opportunity to get a title. Or find an opportunity to get a big check or headline a card. Shouldn't be doing that. That big mouth has got Adrien Broner nothing. But hopefully he could come in there in the ring and display the qualities that got him to where he's at against Kabib. Or else he's going to get another loss. Because Kabib got all the tools to come in there and frustrate Adrien Broner. But what do I know? I'm just a motherfucker that talk about boxing, man. But don't forget to like the video if you like the video, man. Adrien Broner versus Khabib Allakhverdiev. Y'all know I ain't too good with the Russian names, those European names, those guys out there. But it's gonna be a good fight. October the 3rd on Showtime. No more PBC, so you're going to be getting the real Adrien Broner. He might curse somebody out. The can man might come out. Anybody can get it, depending on if he can win the fight. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you thumbs it up, man. Like the video if you like the video. I'm going to keep stressing that. Subscribe to the channel. AJ Knows Boxing for all boxing talk, boxing news. I'm just like your brother. I'm sitting here talking with y'all about all the top things that's happening in the game. No bias, no bullshit. No bias, no bullshit. I'm out. One.